Good evening, and now for your sportscast. Guyana's men's 15 rugby team pulled off a historic 30-27 victory over the USA South on Sunday in Atlanta, in a thrilling final of the North American and Caribbean Rugby Association NACRA Men's 15s Rugby Tournament. Guyana, who won the right to face the USA South after defeating Trinidad and Tobago 15-8 in the final of the Northern Zone at the National Park in Guyana, went into extra time with the contest locked on 27-27 with 4 minutes to go, before Gonzalez led from the front to seal the win for South American ruggers. The USA South defeated Cayman Islands 34-30 to capture the Southern Zone crown. They were favorites to win against Guyana since they held the home advantage. But in the end, it was Guyana who maintained the pressure to prevail to once again make an imprint on the map. GRFU President Peter Green stated that he was in tears of joy at the moment he got the news of the victory that pushed Guyana in the historic ranks. Captain Gonzalez said the USA were beatable and he is proud that Guyana was the team to beat them, a message conveyed through the GRFU president. The victorious team is scheduled to arrive home tonight. New Zealand completed their second win of the three-test series against West Indies today in Barbados to wrap up the series with a 2-1 victory. Set 308 for victory, West Indies collapsed to 72-3 when lunch was taken early following a rain interruption at 11:25 a.m. Veteran left-hander Shivnarine Chandrapal tried to stage one of his now familiar rescue acts, but could only manage 25, and was partnered by the stylish Darren Bravo 40. Jason Older 52 and Captain Dinesh Ramdins 29 were the only other West Indian batsmen who offered some resistance. Opener Chris Gale and Craig Braffett failed to give their team the kind of start to propel a win. Left-arm seamer Trent Boult snapped up 2 wickets to send West Indies tumbling to 31-3 inside the first hour. New Zealand struck as early as the third over when opener Craig Braffett offered no stroke to Boult and lost his off-stump for a 6 with the score on 7. Kirk Edwards rode his luck before it finally ran out on 10, edging to Ross Taylor at first slip off Boult to leave the Windies on 23-2. Seamer Tim Southee then made the key breakthrough when he bowled Chris Gale for 11. After the Jamaican left-hander edged an attempt at drive, West Indies were all out for 54 runs short of completing a victory. Jerome Taylor was the last man out, LBW to Trent Boult, who finished with 3 wickets along with his teammates Tim Southee and Michael Craig 3 each, and Wagner 1. Final scores: New Zealand 293 and 331 for 7 declared. West Indies 317 and 254 all out. The morning started with splendor and natural enrichment at the Region 6 settlement of Oriala, located on the Quarantine River Berbice, the venue for the semi-finals of the Digicel Schools Football Tournament. Kanji and Lower Quarantine Secondary were hosted along with neighboring village Siparupa. The teams arrived Saturday afternoon. Sunday was a buzz as villagers geared themselves for 2 games. And welcome to Zone 6 of the Digicel Secondary Schools Football here in Region 6, the settlement of Oriala up the Quarantine River Berbice. We want to tell you that Siparupa and Kanji Secondary, Siparupa and Kanji Secondary, they have started the first of the doubleheader today and they are leveled at 1-1 after the first session. We'll be looking forward to see who will win the second session of this first game. And then coming up for you, we have the settlement of Oriala coming up against Lower Quarantine. Here now with the second session, Lower Quarantine versus the settlement of Oriala. All the villagers are out here for an exciting session of football again this afternoon. Let's see what plays out in this second game. Game 1 brought together Kanji Secondary and Siparupa Mission. Kanji Secondary's Michael Amsterdam opened the scoring for Kanji. Siparupa found the equalizer 37 minutes later off the boot of Cleveland Alstein. Damon Morgan in the 46th minute put Kanji in the lead, and he extended that lead in the 72nd minute. Jordan S. Don scored in the 85th for Siparupa, but it was Michael Amsterdam in the 89th minute who secured a 4-2 win for Kanji.
It's very important because we have won a game in the last 10 we've played, so very important.
Game 2 was a lopsided affair as Lower Quarantine suffered their second annual defeat to Oriala, who enjoyed crowd and home support.
Vera, step back in case the man comes step.
Listen.
Viren Felix opened the score for Oriala in the 15th minute, while Orsino Moses supported with 2 goals scored in the 59th and 67th minutes. And Orwin Russell and Cameron Edwards won each in the 86th and 88th minute of play. Oriala completed a 5-0 victory, much to the delight of the villagers. Thank you for joining me. I'm Sean Embrack reporting live from the settlement of Oriala, region number 6 up the Quarantine River for HGP Sports.